Hi, so today I'll be talking about Filmmatic Productions' review of their presentation for this week. They presented political stew, I believe, and their topics were white privilege and racism, and if it's still relevant today. I thought that their presentation was really good. They showed Selma, which was a great viewing to show the class about how racism is still relevant today and how some of the things that went on in Selma were still happening today. Maybe not so to the extreme of racism, like it's not blatant that it's racism, but it is racism. For example, some of the instances that have happened with people not being prosecuted for their actions in the justice system, such as the Michael Brown case or the Trayvon Martin case or Sandra Bland case. There have been several instances where no one is accounted for their actions, and in the movie Selma, they show that the 4 little girls that were murdered in the church, that person that did that crime was not accounted for their actions and not prosecuted for that. So some of the things in that movie are relevant to today, such as when Oprah Winfrey was detained. It kind of shows how police use excessive force when not necessary to detain someone or to try to calm someone down. For example, to me it had a reference to Sandra Bland, which when that movie came out, Sandra Bland, that incident didn't happen, but as we all saw from the viewing of the cop tape, that same instance happened, where she was given excessive force and was later found dead. So some of the things in that movie and the topics that Filmmatic Productions talked about are still relevant to today. They talked about white privilege and if it's still, their survey question was, has the psychological legacy of slavery taunted the minds of African Americans, or is white privilege a real and true issue? That was their survey question, or their question given to answer. And I believe that white privilege is a real and true issue. I do believe that there is white privilege out there, but I do not believe that. I believe personally that it's majority white people have experienced white privilege or have white privilege, but I don't believe it stands for all white people. I don't think all white people during the day-to-day things go through white privilege or have an advantage or experience an advantage based off their skin color, but I do believe majority do. So my definition of white privilege is basically white people or Caucasian people having an advantage just based off their skin color and nothing else. It's just their skin color gets them that upper hand, and that's what my personal definition of white privilege is. In order to stop white privilege or try to give everyone the same advantage, is I think that there needs to be more discussions that need to be held about this topic and about this issue to inform everyone about it, because not everyone knows that it is a real thing. So I think that more people need to be talking about it. I think that more schools should be given funding so that minorities are not given a disadvantage early on. I think that every school should be given just about the same amount of funding. Every public school, for that matter, should be given the same amount of funding to get everyone on that equal playing field, to get everyone getting the same resources and textbooks and qualified teachers and stuff, so that everyone is not already having an advantage just with having a disadvantage within their school system. And that's where I think that privilege thing comes from. It starts out within schools, is my personal belief. But that's a different topic for a different day. I really do think that Filmmatic Productions gave a great presentation, and they really opened up people's minds to this real and true issue of racism and white privilege, and not having the same advantages as not everyone having the same advantage or being treated equally, I guess. So I think that they gave a really great presentation, a great panel discussion, throwing in that Good Night America in there was a really, I think was a really great discussion throughout the whole class and with their topics that they talked about on their panel. And yeah, I rate them as a great presentation. So